I say? What can I say?
Here is your host, Sean Demroc.
Good night, good night, good night, good night, everyone. Um, just here for information sharing purposes concerning the 2024 Demroc Music and Entertainment Awards. That's coming up in a couple of months. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes as you guys gather in, help me share the live. Because the information that I'm gonna give tonight, I don't think I'm going to. Um, it's not gonna be necessary for me to do it again. All right, I'll make a few more posts on it over the next couple of months or so, but um, coming back on a live to do it. I don't think I'm going to do that. But you see, the reason why I'm doing the video is I'm doing the live is because sometimes a lot of people would miss the information that's in a post. So just to make sure that you guys, get the necessary information, I'm doing this live. I know I usually start doing live with video and stuff, but things with that tonight. It's the last live I did. I played a video and it's literally kind of shut my whole life down. So deal with that. All right. So tonight is not necessarily about um greetings, Christopher. Tonight's not necessarily about you know asking questions and stuff like that. Um, it's mainly about the nomination submission process and stuff like that. All right, so I'll wait a couple more minutes, so maybe another 2 minutes or so. You guys can help me share the live because Facebook been, as always, you know, doing me dirty with you know my what you call it, my posts and lives and stuff like that, not showing up on people's feed. So regardless of who's here, who's not, I'm still gonna give the information and um, hope that you guys can witness that I can see it at another time. All right. So, like as always, so we have the form, the registration, the submission form on our website. That's Demroc.c. Music and awards with S. See the button. All right. On the top. And I will take you to that. Okay. See. Right. So this is This is the website, musicalwords.com, and I'll go through these other buttons. Like here, nomination. Click on that. And this is very important. Last year we had quite a few people submitted for artists, creators. Some the people that submitted, some they know personally, and some they don't. In other words, the people that submitted don't know a particular artist personally, or don't know a particular creator personally, but they still submit it because they like that person. But yet, when they fill the information out, there's a lot of inaccurate information, right? So that's why last year I stressed that only artists, manager, or whoever representative for that person to submit. So there you go. Representative name. So that would be the person, manager, whomever. If you don't have a manager, you put your name back here. And you put your artist name here. You put your email address here. Put your phone number. You put where you currently live. Here is very important. So of course you have all these categories here. Now, for example, if you select, let's say, DJ of the year, right? And that's all you're submitting for. You don't have to fill out any of these. You don't have to fill out this, this, this here. You have to fill out for book shows and past 12 months. Um, if you have a YouTube channel, you have Facebook, Instagram, and other social media. You have comments that you want to leave, you can do so. But here's the very important part here. Now, let's say you want to submit for um, let's say collaboration of the year. Select collaboration of the year. Now, after you select collaboration of the year, here is where you put the artists, the artist names, and the name of the song. Right? You don't have to fill out this. You don't have to fill out this. You don't have to fill out this. Right? You don't necessarily have to. Well, you have to fill out the YouTube channel. Um, but you don't have to fill out rhythm of the year, sound, music, video of the year, just a lap of the year, and you drop down, and then you put the name, right? Likewise, music video of the year, right? Music video of the year. Of course, you skip a lap of the year, and you put type the name of the song, the artist, and the name of the song. You don't have to put rhythm of the year, you don't have to put artist of the year, right? The artist, cloud of the year, right? So that is that. Now, here is the important part. You have to check these two boxes. Now, I know we as human beings we have a tendency of checking boxes just to just proceed and just keep it moving. But
It's very important that you use this. That's the only way that you can understand um, the important information, so you don't submit again and again and again. Important. Please read. Nomination entry is limited to only two categories per artist created. Right? Basically, you cannot be in more than two categories. Right? You cannot be in more than one category. Plus, the other important part is only one music genre per entry. So you cannot be in female soca and then female reggae. You can be in female soca and music video of the year, female soca and producer of the year, you can be female soca and um, comedian, content creator of the year, uh, rhythm of the year, the mode of the year, everything. You do videographer of the year, right? Songwriter of the year, but it cannot be another music genre, right? Other part is music videos must be released within a 12 months period. Rhythm must be released within a 24 months period. So let me explain to you the difference, the reason why you have 12 and you have 24. What I noticed is when it comes to rhythm projects, um, you have some producers that would pump out rhythms like crazy. And then you have some producers that would only do one a year and stuff like that, right? So I didn't want to exclude them. That's why I did 24, right? And some producers, they just, that's not their uh, is the way I'm looking for. It's not something that's pressing for them to be written. So they just do one another 2 years or so. The important part is this is the submission process. Once selected, we will be nominated. The boxes, we have to check, check, check. Hit send, and then you see a message in the bottom here, right? You see a message on the bottom. It will tell you, give you whatever message. Mention what this is going to be sent, and stuff like that, right? Any questions about this process? Any questions? All right. Um, so here's the other important part. Nomination. The first year we did um, each category in the okay, let me put that to you. It was many categories we did on the face awards. That was the virtual awards. I believe it was 13, 15, 13, and 18. And each category had a whole lot of nominations. Most of the category. Um, Last year, we kind of watered that down a little bit, but we still have categories with quite a few nominees in it, right? So this year, um, we're not trying to do so much. So I said I could say this. please, please, if you have interest in being nominated, right? Submit to be nominated. Submit to be nominated. So this is gonna run until August 31st. It's gonna run until August 31st. It started July 5th, and it's gonna go all the way to August 31st. Right. But once each category is filled and you're not accepting anymore, that's it. You're not going to be accepting any more into those respective categories once they're filled, right? Just to let you know. So, not because it's going all the way to August 31st means that you wait and wait and wait to see who's being nominated, right? Um, yeah, so that's that. So, um, the categories. Let's go to the categories real quick. We have female dancehall, and I like highlight the ones that's new and the ones that were taken out. You know, and there's a lot of reasons why they were taken out. All right, so we have female dancehall, male dancehall, female chutney, male chutney, DJ of the year, male hip hop R&B artist of the year, male gospel artist of the year, female gospel artist of the year, male Bollywood artist of the year. That's new. Female Bollywood artist of the year. That's also new. Videographer of the year. That's also new. Songwriter of the year. And that is also new. Reggae producer of the year. That's also new. So before I even continue, what we decided was to split or to separate the producers. So instead of having a general one producer category, we separated them in its respective genre. And, one of them we grouped into two. And I'll come to that. So we have reggae producer of the year, chutney producer of the year, dance hall, and soca producer of the year. So um, the thought process behind joining dancehall and soca is because based on my experience and you know knowing a lot of these producers, they do a lot of either dancehall, they do a lot of dancehall and soca. Some of them just do mainly dancehall, but majority of the dancehall producers they they're capable of doing soca. Reggae, not so much. We have um, strictly reggae producers, not a whole lot, right? But not to say that the male produce the dancehall and soca producers can do reggae tracks. They can, but I think their comfort zone is mainly on the dancehall and soca genre. So just being able to separate them, I think, is it's a very very good idea to do it that way. We have female, male reggae artist of the year, female reggae artist of the year, male soca artist of the year, female soca artist of the year. We added male athlete of the year, right? And this is going to be not just one sport, it's going to be straight across the board.
right? Um, then we have female athlete of the year, likewise, straight across the board. Then we have event promoter of the year. That is also new, right? These are promoters that promote events, dances, and all the extra stuff that comes with that. Collaboration of the year, rhythm of the year. So last year we did rhythm album of the year, but again we switched it to rhythm of the year instead of rhythm album because again, like a lot of producers, they wouldn't necessarily put or consider the rhythms albums. They would just be like, it's a rhythm. So we kind of likewise we have promoters, producers that would you know package the rhythm and present it like an album. But I feel like both doing it this way, rhythm of the year is gonna cover both ends. Music video of the year. All right, so we kept it general because if we had done separated, it would have been so many different um, extensions to that, and it gets a little sticky. Comedy content creator of the year. Comedy content creator of the year. Um, of course, that's what you call it, social media personality. Of course, comedy content, etc., etc. All right, and that is that. All right, but important, please read through this and make sure that you are submitting for one music genre. So far, we've gotten a lot of submission, which we started to go through, and we'll notify those individuals, artists, creatives over the next couple of weeks. Right, the ones that's already in. I would say in the next week or so, those will be um, processed and the what you call it, you know, taken care of in terms of if you're nominated or you're not nominated. Now, this is the other thing, right? There's so much. There's so much information. There's so much research that goes into this. Is not even it's not even funny. It's a lot of work. So when we see these stuff come in, it's important that we get Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, so that we can see all your information. We can see your activities. We can see we can listen to your music. Because last year and the following years, um, no YouTube was provided on some submission. Now we have to depend on, let's say they have a Facebook or Instagram. When we go to these Facebook and Instagram, it might be one post there, and I mean some of them have a lot of posts, but it's all mixed up with family stuff, personal stuff, music stuff. So it's so hard to go through everything. And I'm the type of person, yes, it would take forever and a day to get done, but just so that I am and whoever it is that we have on board to go through this stuff, we go through this stuff piece, 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 piece. So nothing is being rushed through or anything of the sort, right? So if we get great information, please provide it so that we can, get the necessary information so we can move forward. Um, it's very, very important. This here is a very important part as well. This how many book shows in the past 12 months. Let me explain why. So if we get a submission that say um, you had 50 shows, right? Now we expect that when we go to your social media, we see a lot of activities, flyers, and a whole bunch of stuff all over the place. Had a situation last year where the person submitted and they put a whole lot of a big number, and I am aware of a lot of artists and the activities on this particular artist. um I don't see, you know, that kind of activity with the number of performances that they said that they did. So I went to the Instagram, not the Instagram, to the YouTube, and the last time a video was uploaded was, a very long time, years, right? Okay, so I said, okay, let me go to something else, and I'm not finding this information. So I requested that the artist submit some flyers to, you know, um, support that number, and they didn't submit the flyers. As a matter of fact, this was another situation. It's another artist, but yeah, the person did submit it, but it was nowhere close to, the numbers that was thing. Not to say that they had to send in all the flyers, but you can't struggle to find these flyers and stuff like that. If you have high numbers, you should pretty much have it at your fingertips. So I'm asking that, you be reasonable with the number of book performances or shows that you have, because trust and believe me, we're not going to let it slide. We're going to go very deep in finding the information out, right? And this is very important, because let's say an artist only releases a song, maybe one or two songs when the year come, right? That's very low, but those two songs could actually make them get a bunch of shows. So that's why we don't really go based off of the amount of songs. Yes, songs is important, but it's not really that important, because shows can actually help, and not just the amount of songs that you do when the year comes. That's why we want to see these flyers. If it is that you say you were booked in 50 shows, 60 shows in the past 12 months or so. So that's the reason why we would ask for you to send us um these flyers, right? um what's the other thing? uh I think that was, I think those are the important things there that was mentioned, right? The other thing is automatic nomination. Once you won a category in previous years, last year, whenever it was, you're automatically nominated. Once you accept, you'll be nominated. So you don't have to go through this process. You don't. Right? I'll make contact. Um, and as a matter of fact, someone that won last year, they already submitted. They already submitted. So that wasn't necessary, but it just should show that they're very interested in being a part of it again. So that's, take my hat off to you. All right. The other important part to this is that you guys would want to know is the date. All right. Um, I'm not going to go too much into it. Excuse me, but I'm just going to mention it's either the plan was November 16th, but it's not going to be November 16th anymore. It's going to be either the, and that's a Saturday. So that might move to the Friday, right? The 15th, the Friday. Or the following week, I believe, is Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think the following week. Either way, we might be going into December, the first week of December, right? So that's just a heads up. That's just a heads up. But um, all of that is in the works to get locked in. Now, sponsorship, right? We have a sponsorship package, right, that is not on the site, right? But we do have something that's called quick pay sponsorship, right? That is if you would like to sponsor something small, something in between, or something like that, you can do so by clicking on this right here, and it'll take you to the page where you can sponsor you. So let's say you contact me, you say, hey, I don't have anything big, but I, like the whole movement. I want to sponsor something small or something in between or whatever the case is. You can do that. Right? You can do that. All right. Um, contact us. This page is, of course, self-explanatory. Um, your name, email address, and message, whatever you would like to ask, or if you're a you want to become a sponsor, you can fill that information out, or you can contact us on the Demroc Music Awards Instagram or Facebook Instagram. Or if you'd rather contact me directly on my Facebook, Sean Demroc McAllister, you can do so. Right? Any questions? So to make sure that I think I covered everything that I wanted to say. Um, this is and this I think this might be the last thing, but I just want us to understand that let me come out of this. I want you guys to understand that this is a culture building thing, and sometimes it's very hard to get that message over to a lot of people, but it's a culture building thing, and no matter who gets nominated, if we nominate an individual, um, we feel like they deserve to be nominated, right? If you an artist or creative and you're not nominated, um, is and you know that you're one of our best, is because you didn't submit to be nominated. So I would ask nicely, I'm asking nicely that um what happened last year and the previous years, that we have a better understanding of these things so we can, move better for the future. In that, if you weren't nominated, you have to understand and you have to see the reason why. And again, if it is that you're one of our best out there, right? So just be respectful of the people that you see nominated. You might feel that they're not deserving of being nominated, but you know, everybody have their own opinion on things, right? So it just feels important for me to say this piece, that we just need to be respectful of each other and not bash anybody that you see nominated that you feel like they weren't qualified enough or they have all the requirements as you. So if that's the case, then I would say, be a part of it, be a part of it, get involved, submit for nomination. Um, you're you're a big artist or a small artist. Um, you still have to submit. We're not going to just we did that on the first one where we did automatic nomination, and it was a lot went on that I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. So the reason why we're doing you submit for nomination, you submit is basically saying that you want to be considered, and instead of we doing automatic nomination and you you know decline it and all of these things. So this thing is not for show. This thing is for real, and the amount of um money that have to put behind this thing is, I mean, you guys don't have no idea. You guys really don't have no idea. And I still finding myself struggling to get the necessary sponsorship to really deal with these things. Um but it's also important for you guys to know and understand that I have a family, I have responsibilities, I have my business that require my attention and every cent that I have. So for me to do this again, and because last year I really had to go deep in my pocket and come out a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, pretty much half, right, to fund this whole thing. And I'm just saying this, and I'm saying it with enough love. If it seems like I have to do that again, I would call this whole thing off, literally, you know. And I'm not saying that to spite or anything like that. It's just that I cannot go through what I went through last year, right? Um, so that's that's basically it. I figure if I say this now that you guys can't see y'all in here in the event that I go down that road. Hopefully you don't. Um so far it's promising. But I just hope that I don't have to do that again. And if I do, um I won't be able to do it big like that. If big like that, and even doing it period, even doing it period, because it's not fair to me. Plain and simple as that. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to me at all. And that's just my biggest cry. I was under a lot of pressures, frustration, everything last year. You guys don't have a clue. You had to deal everything, everything from A to Z. Um, it's not right. We have people in place that can help financially, and they choose not to. All right. So I'm just saying that 2 cents there so that you know can't say I didn't mention it if push comes to shove. And literally, I would I would I would pull it. I would pull it. No lie. But I would try my very best to find ways before I come to that conclusion. But um yeah, yeah. I hate for it to not be at a physical location or you know virtual or something. But either way, or probably not even do it. Period. But I don't think you guys really understand um the amount of responsibilities that comes with this thing. I'm well able and capable of dealing with it and tackling it, but it comes with a lot of so um that is mainly it for now, right? To just pray that you guys continue to support the whole culture and the movement, not just Demroc, but the movement, everyone that's pushing the culture and pushing the agenda of us getting, presenting, I should say, everything that we're doing on a professional level. Continue to support everyone that's doing that, right? I'm encouraging the artists, every artist creative, to get involved in pushing the agenda of our culture, our music and entertainment culture, not only when it's your project, right? Share, and you don't have to, bombard your social media, but share it on your your story, and stuff like that. It goes away in 24 hours. So even with the awards, show some support and and um and share. One last thing. Let's try not to compare what Demroc Music Award is doing and other awards. We have our thing, they have their thing. All right. Um, I've been accused of copying this person, copying that person, and I trying to understand that this is not now I'm doing this thing. All right, I'm not. This is not now I'm doing these things and things that I've implemented from the one other organization I've implemented, and it's attack is coming to me to say I'm copying this person, I'm copying that person. I'm not here to point fingers or anything, but I just want y'all to know that whatever it is that I do, I try to be as original and as creative as I possibly can. And this thing is for us. This thing is for our music and entertainment culture. I'm not being distracted by whoever is not involved in us. I just want us to enjoy what we have. It could be Demrock, it could be WhatsApp, it could be whoever is doing it. Right? Let's enjoy what we have to the best of our ability. All right? The time is gonna come when it's gonna, you guys gonna artists and creators gonna branch off and they can go to the bigger and better things. Right? But as it is now, um, let's enjoy what we have. Let's enjoy what we have. And what we have is not being um knock up. It's being done on a professional level. And I'm gonna definitely toot my horn on that. It's not knock up. All right, it's being done on a professional level. So let's treat it as such. All right. So that being said, thank you for who's here to listen the information. And if you're not clear on certain things when this video is done, please go back and go through it once more so you have a better understanding. All right. Um, that is it for now. And continue to push the culture, push yourself, and push everything that encompass Guyana in the whole. All right. Much love and appreciation. All right. See you guys.